from the city is still. I'm from the city is still.
Hey guys, welcome to Picksburgh. My name's Anthony. I wanted to update you guys with some breaking hobby news. This video just dropped this morning, 7 a.m. Pacific, LA West Coast time. This is from Sports Card Radio. They're a local channel out of Stockton, California. They do a lot of reporting on scandals and scams and stuff like that in the hobby. And they've been doing a lot of research recently into breakers like backyard breaks, just seeing like, is it tangible that some of the hits that they're getting out of their breaks, like, is it like, are they just very lucky, or, do they know something that the rest of us don't? Are they able to identify, hey, these are the boxes that are the ones that are going to have the hits in it, so we're going to keep those ones for ourselves and, sell the other ones in breaks or whatnot. So again, I'm not implying that backyard breaks is doing any form of like hanky panky or any other breaker, but I thought this was a very interesting video, so much so that I at least wanted my audience to be made aware of it, because there's opportunity for people to be had with these Crown Royale boxes. So essentially what the title was of Sports Card Radio is how to pull a Kaboom, guaranteed, no clickbait. So essentially they had some gentlemen on, they were breakers, and this is actual, I paused right here. This was footage from their break. And there was somebody in the chat who was associated with another breaker that was actually buying the box for that breaker and having the box sent to that breaker or something along those lines. If you guys want like the full story, this is a 25-minute video over on Sports Card Radio. So I highly suggest checking it out because they literally explain everything. So essentially the two guys that run this breaking operation came on to Sports Card Radio and basically gave their side of what happened. So essentially this guy was asking to see each box because he was told that no Kaboom has been pulled yet. So essentially he's like, I'm a little bit superstitious. This box isn't the right one. Maybe the next one. Can you show me that one a little bit better? And bear in mind, these boxes are 100% identical. You know what I mean? So looking at the box for like condition, wear, like any of that, the guy's going to open it up. It's not like you're collecting the box sealed. Like this is going to get ripped immediately. So he goes through like 3 of the boxes and finally he's like, yeah, that's the one. But before he says, hey, that's the one, he says, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you show me Cade Cunningham's shoelaces? As if like the boxes are going to be different based on, the shoelaces are going to be different based on the box or whatnot. So essentially what he was looking for was this holographic NBA sticker that's like right between Cade Cunningham's feet. And there's a sequence of numbers on there that if it lines up correctly, 100% of the time it holds a Kaboom. So that's a way that Panini was able to track in their cases which one of the boxes actually contains a case hit. So again, one thing that you have to ask is people that are doing this on a large scale, like, do they have some kind of secret inside knowledge? You know what I mean? Like, has somebody at Panini leaked like, hey, look for this sequence? Or, have some people just ripped so much that they're able to pick up on the sequence themselves? So unfortunately, there's not really a good way that this person found out to do this. Like they hadn't revealed that, but apparently they also did some research where they looked up different YouTube videos where people pulled Kabooms, and pretty much every single one of those were consistent with that same number that was on these boxes. So that was another way of identifying that. Plus this breaker also had other boxes and they had this same number on there, and they were able to open it and find another Kaboom to prove that it actually is every single one that has this specific code holds a Kaboom. So again, this is some information that people can use to kind of cheat the system and get the best box, because typically if you get a Kaboom, for example, Chef Marte, my guy, he pulled a Luka Doncic Kaboom raw, bad condition. That thing's worth like $2,000. You know what I mean? And I think he might have paid $200-300 for the box. I could be wrong. Like if Crown Royal costs more than that, please leave that down in the comments. But yeah, I mean, those are some pretty substantially valuable cards, especially if you pull the right player. But even if you're pulling a scrub, you know what I mean? Like well, granted, they don't make scrub kabooms, but even if you pull like one of the lesser desired kabooms, you know what I mean? Like, for example, I think Jimmy Garoppolo might have had one in football or something, which nothing against Jimmy Garoppolo. He's having a great season, you know, with the Niners, and you know he's a good football player. But when you're looking for kabooms, you're looking for like Trevor Lawrence or you know somebody who's like a young up and comer. You're not looking for somebody who's only starting because Trey Lance is injured. You know, so those are the type of things that could get you. But even if you do end up with like the Jimmy Garoppolo kaboom or whatnot, you're still going to make money because kabooms are valuable and people want them. They're case hits. You know, so even like the lower end ones still hold some kind of value. So there's going to be a lot of people, guys, now that this is like a public thing, they're going to try to exploit this. I would imagine that if you're breaking this stuff, for me, it'd be really hard to break with somebody for a case of something that I know is trackable like this. You know what I mean? Because unless you like genuinely trust this person's word, they could very well go and open up every case, grab the kaboomed box for themselves, and then just break off all of the other stuff that does not contain case hits. Now, will you still get good cards? Absolutely. There's still a great opportunity to pull like good rookies, autographs, parallels, like all kinds of stuff like that. But the case hit is specifically in this one box with this one code sequence. So my question is, does Panini have this kind of same thing that we found here with Crown Royal going on with every product? Is there a way that's as simple as looking at a sticker or at a code or something like that, that people that are dealing in high quantities of this, like, for example, card shops, you know what I mean, that literally get cases and cases of cards, put them all out on the shelf, and you just go by, grab a box? Like, is it possible that those could be tampered with? I'm sure that for whatever reason, Panini needs to somewhat track this stuff, but I don't know, guys. What do you think the answer to this is? If you could leave some comments down below, let me know your take on this, what your opinion is, and make sure you go and check out the Sports Card Radio video, because like it was very informative and it was eye-opening. And like I said, these two guys on there basically tell you the entire story. It's a 25-minute video. I'm definitely not doing it justice in this 8-minute video. I appreciate you joining me for this video. Until the next one, may God bless you. Take it easy.
From the city. I'm from the city. The city is. I'm from the city. The city is good.